Can I say India has lost but Rohit won?
Definitely, I think I would actually go on and say that was Rohit also? I mean, I don't know. Like we have always said this that the rumors weren't true. It was in his hands. But
I mean, when you think back to this game,
yeah,
and I have to say this, I'm, I have to say this. When you
yeah.
think back to this game, you kind of, curse yourself that why did India make that team combination foolishness? Had you not, this game was in the pocket.
But this is where Boryada, uh, I'm having deja vu of all sorts. Lords, team combination wrong. What's happening with? And I asked this to you that this is silly. Like it's some stubbornness that we won't play Kuldeep Yadav.
Think about 28 June.
Yeah,
You did not get Jamie Rodriguez out,
exactly.
and you continued for 3 more overs.
Yeah.
You lost the World Cup and you went out. It was plain wrong. You did not play
Radha Yadav.
Radha Yadav. You did not play Kuldeep Yadav
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Baffling.
Yeah.
You went ahead. I would have understood if you played an extra batter. But okay, you still want batting there.
Yeah.
You had a Prince Yadav, a Gurnoor Brar, and Arshdeep Singh, and a Prasidh Krishna. These are your 8, 9, 10, and 11. And you did not play Kuldeep Yadav. Why? On a wicket where Akshar Patel was the only guy who conceded 60, your fast bowlers, 4 bowlers conceded 325 runs.
Yeah.
Gurnoor Brar conceded 100, the other fellows conceded 75 each. Had Kuldeep Yadav played, you would have won this series. You would have done justice to Rohit Sharma's effort. You would have done justice to Shubman Gill's effort, to Virat Kohli's effort. Shubman Gill is captain.
Yeah.
This is why he's still not finished product.
Yeah.
When we celebrate Shubman Gill, the captain, and say, yes, he's doing well, we must also say this is why he's not a finished product. You can't get the team wrong time and again, Krisha. Today was once again one of those games when we got the thing wrong. We will analyze, but let's start with Rohit Sharma, as he settled the debate.
It was anyway baffling that there was a debate, but yeah, he has settled the debate. I mean, come on, some of those pull shots, the sweep shot, he replicated those shots from the practice that we saw yesterday. I think initially he did not start off in a manner where it seemed like what he'll take the game away or something of that sort. But then I think those 10 balls or 12 balls after that, he just looked like absolute class. And I think he completely shut off the debate. And the best part was the celebration told you that he's clearly not done. He's clearly not nowhere close to done. Very sedate selection. In fact, the funny part was Virat Kohli was happier than Rohit getting the century as usual. Virat jumped, went and hugged him, and Rohit very Rohit style just lifted his bat a little more towards Ritika, of course, who was in tears and understandably so. I mean, I keep wondering, Boryada, I'll take this a little out of cricket for a bit because Rohit and Ritika personally. I mean, these rumors more than, and I'm saying this because okay, I'm nowhere close to any celebrity, but then in social media, I have seen when I get abused, I don't get bothered. You also know, when you get abused, probably you aren't bothered, but family is.
100%. And for example, when this has happened with us both,
Yeah.
when people try to body shame you, I
Yeah.
get more angry.
Yeah.
When somebody says something about me, you get angry. That's how it is. That's why the word affection, that
Yeah.
is why the word love, that is why the word, all of these things exist. You might have any number of arguments, but when it comes to these things, your own people, you come together. And that's what
And
it is.
Ritika has been a solid rock.
Is the biggest one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and Tisha, this will always be the case. This will always be the case. You might fight, you might disengage, all that can happen. But when it is that, when it if it is push comes to shove, it is something extraordinary. It is something extraordinary, and I actually think it was it was one of those innings that will give Ritika enormous amount of satisfaction. It will give her tremendous amount of joy. Yeah, Will. It's live. Otherwise, I would have come and said hi. Uh,
No, no, I don't know. Yeah, it of course gives tremendous, satisfaction to the family. And Ritika was in tears. But I also, the pitch was not easy to bat on, which is what makes it sweeter.
yeah, it wasn't. I mean, you might say that 387 was scored, but then
That
you're
is
talking
not,
about
that is definitely not because of the pitch. That is definitely our poor
poor
bowling.
bowling. Exactly. And the other thing, Isha, here is you are also talking about a bowling attack with a Jofra Archer, a Gus
Yeah.
Atkinson, and a Josh Hart. You are talking about a bowling attack which has three bowlers who are bowling 90 plus.
Yeah.
You are talking about enormous pressure from the outside. You are talking about people, name calling for your head and saying,
Yeah.
"Come on, you are holding up a space for
Space
a
for
for a young
Jaiswal,
boy."
yeah.
I mean, a Jaiswal who kind of is not getting an opportunity because of you. So a lot was going on. There is a lot of baggage that was
Yeah.
there, and when we talk sport, and both of us, you and I, do talk sport all the time, and that's what it is about, isn't it? It is about pressure. It is about soaking in that pressure. It is about standing up to pressure and making a telling statement. Imagine
Yeah,
just Bumrah
that's
walking
what
like
I
this.
was just thinking. You know what, guys, when we were talking, and I smiled because Stuart Broad just went by and walking normally, like you and me on the road. Imagine Jasprit Bumrah doing that. His clothes probably would have been, people would have been jumping on him. And
Yeah,
here,
and he will possibly go and either get into a car which is parked, or
I
maybe get
doubt
on
he
the
will
train or
get
take
on
the
the
bus.
train. Yeah,
Yeah, because
exactly.
that's what it is. They'll get on the underground
And that's how the
and go.
culture is here. When you talk about fitness, this culture, that culture, this culture is something. The day that we were doing the World Cup final live,
And
Snehashi and I,
look at this. Look at this now.
Snehashi and I are doing the live, and a certain Nasir Hussain just walks past. And for a second, Snehashi and I have forgotten the live, and we are like,
Nas was there today.
yeah,
We
yeah,
spoke to each
yeah.
other, and he and I are good friends. So anyway, coming back to the Rohit Sharma
Yeah.
innings, think about the amount of pressure the
Pressure
man
here,
was
yeah.
under.
Absolutely.
And that's what I mean. As far as we at Rev Sports are concerned, everybody knows that over the last several days,
Somebody
what
has called you a raw agent, I saw.
a raw agent. What does that mean, and why?
Ideally, raw agent is not supposed to say, "Oh, you know what? I am
I
Boria
work for Raw.
Majumdar." Yeah.
He's
How
called me
do
a
you know?
raw
Yeah,
agent.
somebody has written, "Oh, hey, Boria raw agent." See, somewhere,
कोई
yeah,
बोलिए
exactly.
मोहम्मद हमदान भाई रॉ एजेंट तो फ्लॉन्ट नहीं करेंगे ना धुरंधर हो जाएंगे आपको
So
मार देंगे जाके
maybe you are a raw agent and you are, portraying yourself as a sports journalist.
It could
That's what
be. I
he's
mean,
trying to
could
say.
be. But for the last few days, and I
Yeah,
have to say this, in Cardiff, when the story kind of came out that Lords is his
because he
last
was
game.
struggling in Cardiff
Yeah,
with the bat.
and I understand where that story was coming from.
Yeah,
That it's his last game and all that.
yeah,
I have to say this, I did try contacting him. I called him quite a few times on FaceTime, on WhatsApp. And I had actually forgotten that Rohit doesn't use WhatsApp. He uses FaceTime. Now, eventually, when he called me back, he said, मैंने तो बहुत बार बोला है कि FaceTime में फोन किया करिए. So I was like, "That is sorry, but तुम फोन क्यों नहीं उठा रहे हो?" He said, "अरे फिर वही सवाल. आपको बोला है WhatsApp नहीं कर देगा, आप FaceTime क्यों नहीं करते?" So we had a chat, and it was kind of
yeah,
obvious. Then we met yesterday.
yeah.
And I was just standing there and saying, "Bolo." And he said, "Good,
Something.
all good, sab theek
He
hai." I
just
mean,
said something.
and it was
And walked
quite
off.
quite evident. And by
Yeah.
the way, day before yesterday, when he was out for a family dinner, and that's when people very very close to him kind of called and said, "These are all rumors. There's zero
Yeah.
chance." And we broke the story instantly on Red Sports that there is zero chance of any untoward retirement call or anything. Nothing like that is happening. Rohit Sharma is going nowhere. Rohit Sharma very much part of India's scheme of things. At least he believes. He believes. So the story from day one with us was clear that Rohit Sharma does not want to retire because he believes he can do the job for India in 2027.
Yeah.
It is totally on the selectors to take the call and drop him if they can. That's their domain.
Correct.
That is not
That's
Rohit's
of course
domain.
their call.
Absolutely. But as far as Rohit is concerned, it was his call.
Yeah.
It was his call to show effort,
Hmm.
to show process, to show preparation, and to tell the world what he is capable of.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely delighted to say that that's what Rohit did. Now, Trisha, if you were one of the 5 selectors, what would you do?
On what basis are you going to drop Rohit
Precisely.
after this? At least not common sense. Yeah, if you go on and say that you know what, I want to be stubborn and I want to do it, then you have to talk about something other than cricket. But on cricket basis, how exactly are you gonna throw Rohit out? And I did see a lot of people who have commented here. We'll take the comments, guys. You don't need to spam. Don't need to write a comment 5 times. We will take the comments. Let's just finish the discussion on the match. But Muriyat, I'll keep asking you on Rohit, but I have to ask on our bowling attack as well.
100%, please.
And I get it. I do understand that our bowling attack is not experienced. All of them were playing Lords playing at Lords for the first time, but none of them used the slope. None of them bowled slower balls. Look at Sam Curran. Sam Curran has used this condition. He kept bowling slower balls, and it was so difficult to hit. I think at one point, if us sitting in the press box understood he was going to bowl slower, even the players understood he was going to
I'm
bowl slower.
100% sure.
But there is nothing they could do because he was bowling so slow and using the pitch. The other question I had to ask you is again, women's cricket, men's cricket, very different. I consider it two different sports. But the pitches are the same. Muriyata. These are the pitches where spinners have got wickets 2 weeks ago.
The point was, it was a pata wicket. You completely read it wrong. You completely made an
Pata
utter
wicket
mess.
which slows down when the ball gets old.
You made a mess of it, Trisha.
Yeah.
The truth is, you made a mess of your team selection.
Yeah.
You did not go with a certain Kuldeep Yadav. That a certain Kuldeep Yadav could have picked up 2 wickets in the middle phase
Yeah.
and would have stopped about 25 odd runs.
Yeah.
The difference between the two sides was 30 runs. The difference between the two sides was precisely that. Look at it. India scored 360. I told
Yeah.
you, India
Yeah.
scored 360. So we lost by 27 runs.
Yeah.
Now, had a Kuldeep Yadav played, this 27 is exactly what
Exactly,
wouldn't have been considered. Wouldn't have been considered, and that is what is painful, because it was so strange that you made an elementary mistake
Yeah.
and considered that such. That is utterly painful, is what I will say. My takeaways from the series: Shubman Gill, the batter, has arrived. The white
captain
ball
is
is
still
still
in
work in
between, yeah.
progress, because if you are not able to fit in Kuldeep Yadav, especially when a Jasprit Bumrah is not playing, especially when your main wicket taking option is not there, and you still don't want your primary wicket taking option other than Bumrah to sit on the sidelines and not be part of your
Yeah.
team 11, then there is an issue.
And the worst part is you are seeing Jacob Bethel causing problem to the batters, and think of Kuldeep Yadav sitting.
Precisely. I mean, a Kuldeep Yadav is a genuine wicket taker and that's where I have an issue with this team management. I mean, this team management.
There is another very good point. We lost by 27 runs. Seema Pandey is saying, Seema is actually a regular viewer. Seema Pandey is saying we lost by 27 runs, 26 extras.
Exactly. And how many wides did you bowl in the first few overs? How many no balls did you bowl even in Cardiff? Even the great Jasprit Bumrah was guilty of bowling 3 or 4 no balls. Gurnoor Brar bowled. The other fellows bowled as well. Prasidh Krishna bowled a front foot no ball.
Yeah.
These are absolute basics of the game. India, Rohit Sharma salvaged, redeemed, Virat Kohli did, Shubman Gill did. But the point is, we lost the series. And we lost the series because of our own mistake. Our own mistake of getting the team combination wrong time and time again. Why is Kuldeep Yadav not being played as part of this team is anybody's guess. And this, I am absolutely not able to get my head around. I am not. We see a Gurnoor Brar conceding a 97. We see a Prasidh Krishna going for 70. Sagar's also here. I absolutely can't get my head around the fact that Kuldeep won't play. Had Kuldeep played, these 27 runs wouldn't have been considered and India could have closed out that match. This series would have been won. You are conceding unnecessary matches, giving them up for proper mistakes. And you know what? How and why can Gautam Gambhir and Shubman Gill continuously make these mistakes? It's not as if this is the first time.
That's what I said. At one point you start, kind of doubting: is this actually a mistake, misread, or a stubborn decision? That what, because it's England conditions, we'll go with pacers. We want our young pacers, but you have a wicket. I mean, I'm not 100% sure you want experimentation to win over the series. You were 1-0 up after the first game. You have lost the series 2-1, and it does not matter whether it's by 27 runs or 1 runs at the end of the day.
No, you lost it.
Yeah.
And that's the point, right? You know how many runs were scored by England in the last 19 balls? 63 runs.
Yeah.
So think about it. The last 19 balls, India conceded 63 runs. So for the bulk of the day, India was actually leading.
Yeah.
India was in control of that match, and then you make a mistake.
England.
There are whenever you come to this country, you will encounter cartoons, and they are self-source of entertainment on occasions. I have seen many. On St. John's Wood, you will encounter many such cartoons.
Somebody was running away with our bag. You remember?
Yeah, one time.
We got the media kit for the World Cup, and we have kept this bags. We are doing the show. There are three, four people who came, and they're just taking the media kit. So
Sagar also comes. So
because
let's
this
just
is Sagar's first time Lord's experience. Rohit Sharma 100.
Yeah, but Sagar, come on. Tell me about your Rohit Sharma experience.
Oh, okay.
I said it yesterday that Roko ko aap nahi rok sakte. I said it yesterday, Roko ko nahi rok sakte. I said Rohit will score, right? And I'm glad that he did score. See, you have to realize one thing. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli were the backbone for Rahul Dravid when he was the coach.
Yeah.
He continues to be the backbone for Gautam Gambhir.
Yeah.
I think Gambhir needs to realize that. You talk about youngsters, age does not play cricket. The game plays cricket. And you need a Virat Kohli, you need a Rohit Sharma in your team. I think there's additional pressure. Had we got little support from the youngsters today, we would have won.
Think about it, Trisha. Ishan Kishan got a couple of opportunities. Yeah. What was the contribution?
Nothing.
Nobody is saying that Ishan Kishan is bad. No one is saying.
No,
but
of course not.
You have to give people time. Ishan Kishan will also perhaps have his moment. But what we are saying, as if Jaiswal will come tomorrow and blaze his way and win you every game. No, boy. The Rohit Sharma 100 today, the Virat Kohli innings in Cardiff, and today, the Shubman Gill innings.
I thought, if Ishan Kishan had got going, Virat would have attacked at the other end. We were in with a chance, even with 390.
It was a 10-ball difference.
Yes.
Or the Jacob Bethel spell, and you now think that you did not.
And you had Kuldeep Yadav in your bag, and you.
Bowlers. Sam Curran only bowling slow. In this wicket, you need to bowl slow. We took 4 fast bowlers, ball coming onto the bat.
Would you get your head around it?
Not around. I mean, I was like, there's no logic to this. There's zero logic.
And we sacrificed our batting depth as well, because Arshdeep Gunurbar, Prince Yadav, all 4 of them can barely bat, can barely give you runs. So you have actually reduced your batter. When again your all-rounder was injured.
There are serious questions. I don't know why Mohammad Siraj is not there in the team.
Workload management.
What is this workload management here? I mean, come on. I mean, you talk about giving youngsters a chance when you don't have a Shami, you don't have a full fit Bumrah. You can't do workload management. And he did not even be the T20. So what workload management? He could have played the one-day ODIs.
Yeah, but this curious case of Shami today, I was asking Deep
Again,
as well. That has India moved on from Shami, and if yes, then why?
Yeah, man. I mean, and I keep hearing this, Sagar, that we don't want over 30 players. And Leo Messi is winning a World Cup at
39.
Cristiano Ronaldo is still the best of body.
I mean, what do you call this? Australian bowlers?
What do you want to do? I mean, you want me to believe that a Mohammad Shami would have considered 100 runs?
No.
And he doesn't play. He doesn't play. Why would you? Because I understand sport. You go out to win.
Yeah.
You don't give me this rubbish that 39, 34, 37. Who cares?
Like I said, Boryata, age does not play cricket.
Yeah.
Your skills play cricket.
Correct.
Your fitness plays cricket. hats off to Rohit Sharma, hats off to Virat Kohli. I think they have walked the talk over the years. You know, and after them going, I don't see anyone taking the burden except for Shubman. And once Shubman cannot build a team.
Yeah.
I mean, if Gambhir has been talking about transition over the years, I don't see the transition happening. I mean, what a whitewash. 9 games, we've lost 8.
Yeah.
What a whitewash. How shameful can this be? It's disappointing.
And now think that you actually put Rohit Sharma under a kind of pressure which is inhuman.
Yeah.
Absolutely unfair, uncalled for. Not done. I mean, just not done. And
Think if he failed today, what would have happened to Sharma? You know, people would have called for his head.
Yeah.
His effigies would be
Yeah.
burned. Yes, Jaiswal is being denied. So and so morchas would be brought out. Fan
But
clubs
I
would
have a problem
Boy.
here. Nobody is doing that for Kuldeep Yadav. Why?
क्यों नहीं भाई करो कुलदीप यादव के लिए मोर्चा निकालो बोलो कुलदीप यादव के
I
साथ
don't know.
exactly
Maybe I'm
होगा.
saying too much, but I think Gambhir doesn't like Kuldeep Yadav. I mean,
Again, if that
If that's, say, personally, if that's the case, say, we don't know anything, we are not committing anything. What I'm saying is, even if that's the case, they're all professionals.
precisely Sagar, you know what? I know Gautam well. I will give this to Gautam that Gautam, despite not liking, will eventually put India ahead.
yeah, absolutely.
In fact,
He's made a mistake here.
I will
And
ask you a simple question. Do you like all employees in your office?
How does it
Obviously
even matter?
not. See, I will, even if I don't like them, as long as they're doing a good job,
That's
I think
all.
I
That's the
have
point.
to back
That's
them.
all.
Yeah, yeah. What matters for me is the brand. What matters for Gautam is the brand India.
Except,
And
and
I
here I
believe-
think
No, I said it out of frustration. I mean,
Yeah, no, I
against
know.
it.
I know. But
No, and-
he has
and
taken
fair
a
point.
baffling decision.
it is a baffling decision. When look, and I have to say this very clearly. I still get it when you say, look, we are playing an extra batter. Kuldeep doesn't. fit.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that. Had India played Shivam Dubey today in place of whatever, I would have said, chalo yaar, 8 tak batting karo.
Correct.
Now 8, 9, 10, 11 is Gurnoor Bra,
Yes.
Arshdeep
Arshdeep
Singh,
Singh,
Prasid
Yadav.
Krishna, and Prince Yadav. And there Kuldeep
They
Yadav
can't
is
bat
batting
to save their life.
Also, out of the 4 bowlers that you had, the fast bowlers, the most experienced would be Arshdeep,
Yes.
who's also not completely experienced, right? So
Exactly.
you can't have all new guns coming in. Kuldeep has
the
that
point.
experience. You have to
That's the
use that experience.
बुमराह छोड़ के आपके पास बॉलिंग लाइनअप में एक ही मैच विनर है एंड दैट इज कुलदीप यादव आपके पास है नहीं और कोई आपके कुलदीप यादव को बाहर छोड़ दो चलो लेट्स डिकोड द गेम इन द लास्ट 10 मिनट्स त्रिशा your personal take on Virat and Rohit. I know you're a Virat fan. You wanted and we are all talking Rohit because of the pressure.
Yeah.
But Virat in Cardiff, Virat here.
Yeah, I mean, and to think probably this is the
This is
the
his
last.
last.
Yeah, it is
Last,
his
I mean, I'm here to watch Virat
Exactly.
Kohli play his last game in ODI in Lords.
Sagar, you were almost about to see Rohit already honors board, Virat honors
Yeah,
board.
I said it to someone that, I hope Virat makes it to the honors board.
हाँ, फिर तो तुम्हारा ये double
Yes.
investment value.
No, to watch, India has lost, I know, but to watch Virat and Rohit play so well,
Yeah.
I think I am satisfied.
Of course.
I am satisfied.
And I'll tell you
Every
what.
fan will take this edge.
I'll tell you what. In the last 1 week, I am seeing the third Indian on the honors board in Lords. So I have been lucky that way.
You'll be the lucky charm.
Kranti God, Yastika Bhatia, now Rohit Sharma.
And I really wanted Virat Kohli to be up there because like most Indians, I'm a massive Virat Kohli fan. But yes, I think what I've liked is, I know we talk a lot about his batting, and it should be because he was batting really well. Today, I don't think as good as Cardiff. Cardiff, he was batting on a different pitch altogether. But Boreada and Sagar, the way he's fielding, you can talk about 35, 36, 37, whatever rubbish you have to say.
The point
And
is,
Rohit too.
the point is,
Yeah,
he was still not batting at his
Yeah,
best and he
yeah.
scored 74 out of
Exactly.
74.
Yeah.
Where all the other batters look clueless.
Mike, if you are not batting at your best and still getting me a run ball
Yeah.
75,
Yeah.
You take it, yeah.
Absolutely.
And he accelerated when he had to. He hit those sixes when he had to. He took the
Correct.
pressure off the other batsmen. He's played a fine game. I mean, look
Yeah.
at him charging in the field. What a catch he
Yes.
took.
Oh.
He's always lively. I mean, he approaches every ball as if he's going to eat up that ball.
The excitement he showed after the catch, we were thinking, what did we miss? Why is he so excited? But that's Virat
That's
for
it.
you. That's
No,
That
so
is
I
it.
think we lost the game in the last 3 overs of the
Yeah.
England innings.
Has Rohit
60 runs.
Sharma settled the debate?
Absolutely. I said now, walk the talk. Preparation, process led to the performance. He did it. He walked the talk. His bat has done the
कोई
talking.
पागल होगा तो ड्रॉप करने का सोचेगा.
I think it's silly.
I mean, that would be absolutely, honestly, that would be absolutely silly.
It's a travesty.
Yeah, of course. any cricketing logic will not allow this.
Without
system.
this team,
You don't know Hindi, bro.
this team without
Come on.
a
Okay,
Virat
shit.
Kohli, this team without a Rohit Sharma, I can't see this team even qualifying for the next semi-final of the
Yeah.
World Cup. You need both of them to make it to the semi of the next World Cup. They are the only ones who have walked the talk. They were the champions for Dravid. They've been the backbone for Gambhir. If we talk about transition, I don't see any youngster except for Shubman who's come forward and lifted. I mean, accepted or grabbed it with both hands. To an extent, KL
Yes.
Rahul,
Yes.
not been well, so I can understand he could not give in his best.
But
But
also,
yeah,
where did you send KL Rahul?
You have also to kind of think that Shreyash in the ODI format has to come good.
Yeah,
Shreyash in the
otherwise
ODI
you're
format-
adjusting KL Rahul's order for Shreyas and Ishan, and then you're sending KL Rahul too low.
And Shreyash, I understand that Ishan came up
Right.
because
Tell
they
it,
were
tell
trying to do the left right. They were trying to kind of
Yeah.
keep that going. But Shreyash Iyer also in the last few ODIs
Yeah.
hasn't really stood up. So you want Shreyash Iyer, like Sagar is talking, that it is Gill, Rohit, Virat. After
Yeah.
that, what you would want, because why did you make the 2023 final? Shreyash Iyer
Shreyas
200,
Iyer, yes.
KL Rahul, that magical dog. This is the core. These five will have to take you to World Cup 27.
and
need a KL
somewhere I
Rahul
feel that
like-
Ishan Kishan is a very good T20 player, and that too a very good T20 player in Indian soil. I haven't seen him perform here, but for ODIs, I mean, I think his keeping was not up to the mark today at all. I mean, the number of guys that he let go of. I mean,
26 extras.
yeah, I mean, imagine England had 0 extras in the first 10 overs. 0
26
extras.
extras in
No,
the
India
last
had-
27.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, Sagar, at one point I actually asked him, is Rahul keeping because of the extras? Because I was
Yeah, yeah.
wondering, I think we had a chat yesterday, right? That Rahul is not looking 100%.
Yeah, he was not
That's
keeping
why,
well.
yeah, exactly. That's why I thought maybe that's why he's
Yeah,
missing.
same.
Yeah, but then I realized it's Ishan Kishan and not KL Rahul.
We have much better keepers and much
Yeah.
better keeper batsmen in the country. I
Yeah.
don't think Ishan fits the bill. I don't know. I don't understand the logic of youngsters getting chance after chance, and people who deserve that long run because of that class that they have. 2-3 failures and you ask them to retire, or there's pressure on them to retire.
Yeah.
It's unfair. It's absolutely unfair. Anyways, I think I'm sure the selectors will have a look and
There will be a
strategize.
series review for you.
100% there will be. I mean, 8 matches
No,
out of
100%.
9.
I don't know if there was a Women's World Cup review.
There has to be. There will be. I mean, 8 matches out of 9 for the men you have lost.
Yeah.
Even for the women, I mean, I didn't understand why you had to announce the Asian Games team in a hurry.
Yeah.
That made no sense to me. Yes,
And the
test
bigger
match-
question to me is there's an Asia Cup before the Asian Games.
You haven't announced
You
that.
haven't announced that. You have gone and announced Asian Games.
I understand because Asian Games was a need, but
Yeah.
within one day,
Yeah.
take your time, evaluate, and then do the call. But last few minutes, let me give you each a question. Plenty of 1 million questions.
The-
Obsession with all-rounders has to be gone. Tushar Awari.
absolutely. I mean, all-rounders
So
have to
who
be
was the
effective.
all-rounder?
नहीं वो basically last match
No,
का बोल
अच्छा,
रहा
last
है
match to be
Washington
effective.
सुंदर शिवम दुबे
मेरे माइंड में अभी तक जो एक ऑलराउंडर रहा है जो फायर किया है हार्दिक पांड्या. उसके अलावा द फैक्ट इज वी डोंट हैव अ प्रॉपर ऑलराउंडर. मे बी अक्षर पटेल टू अ लार्ज एक्सटेंट.
Yeah.
इन दोनों को छोड़ के हमारे पास और कोई नहीं है. Washington Sundar is not firing in ODIs, not even in T20s. I think he's doing well in tests. Keep him to tests. If we really need all-rounders, we need to have real all-rounders. Otherwise, you have to go by your strength of batters and bowlers. And Hardik Pandya just comes and balances it. And Akshar Patel is an asset. इन दोनों को ले लो, काफी कुछ है. Otherwise, you have to get the right people in the right job. Like I said, we need to also give Jaiswal chances. We need to figure it out how he gets those chances between Rohit, Jaiswal, Kohli, and Shubman. If they have to rotate also, because you need to have that Jaiswal ready. Apart from that, in the bowlers, you need Siraj completely fit. You need Hardik Pandya completely fit. You need to give Kuldeep that chance, to go out there and at least prove himself. At least give him a game. I mean, this whole tour he's got no game. Give him a game. So I think a lot of
Not only this tour. When was the last time Kuldeep played in the playing 11?
He's not
He
played.
has been in the
not
squad.
played. I mean, he has not played. So he's right. Take this one, Trisha.
Yeah.
If someone blames freaking awesome, one of our regular viewers, someone blames batters for this loss, it's unfair. They have done their job. It's not easy to maintain high run rate on this slow wicket. Our inexperienced bowling attack should have done that.
Yeah, I mean, you have scored 360, chasing 390, and sorry, not 390, 387. So you have almost chased it down. There is no way you can blame the batters for it. I mean, honestly, freaking awesome. I think people who will blame the batters are the ones who barely watch cricket. But yeah, as I said, it is not on the batters. It is definitely on the bowlers. Again, if I'll here be a bit of what do you call advocate for the devil. I don't think it is only on the bowlers. I think it's more on the team management.
Of course. By the way, Amit Sadhu, again our regular viewer says, look who's in the middle of them. So clearly I identified Sadhu. Good on you. Kuldeep Yadav should have made the difference. Pavan Suresh. Sagar, I'll give you one more before we kind of close the show. A lot of people, Pit Monk, again one of our regular viewers saying, why not Shami? Is there a possibility?
100%. I think. See, someone top brass in the BCCI has to step in and say that boss, age देख के team ने लेना है, performance देख के team ने लेना है. Shami performed so well in the entire Ranji Trophy season. He did decently well in the IPL. You have to have him in the one-day squad. I'm not saying have him in the T20 squad, but one day we require his experience in those South African pitches. If you don't have a Shami, you don't have a Siraj, your bowling attack is going to be weak. Prasidh Krishna, chance after chance, very expensive, very
What happens
economy
to
rate is
Prasidh
pathetic.
Krishna without Bumrah? The moment you have Bumrah, he's a different bowler. So clearly, once he's leader of the pack, he loses it.
Yeah, absolutely. The complete opposite of what happens to Siraj.
He lifts himself.
Yeah, when he is not leader of the pack, he loses it. So we can't have that. Prasidh Krishna has got enough chances, has got enough experience. He cannot now not be the leader of the pack and keep bowling those weird deliveries. No line in length, no rhythm.
There's a super chat. I love mutton biryani is his name. I love mutton biryani.
Guys, I would love to have mutton
On the
biryani.
juiciest wicket in Birmingham, Lord, GG and management played two spinners. Today on the driest pitch played four seamers.
So true.
GG held accountable. He'd be sacked, etc.
I'm missing Siraj so much that I'm remembering of Siraj that we have in Calcutta, the biryani joint, because you spoke for mutton biryani. Biryani is the only deep setter that we can have.
Guys, I still have 20 odd days here.
Oh,
Please don't talk about biryani, guys.
No, we must take her to Dishu.
Yes.
Glasgow has Dishu.
Absolutely.
Good food. But last couple of questions. Somebody says scared of GG boss. I don't think you've even watched the show.
Who is
the
scared of
first
GG?
minute,
Only us.
from the first minute
हमको डर नहीं लगता.
we said बॉदर भी नहीं करते एंड गौतम भी ये जानते हैं जो हमें बोलना है वो गौतम के मुंह पे बोलेंगे
इस
और
चैनल में हमने हरमन अमोल जीजी
सबको बोलेंगे.
सबको जब जिसको बोलना होगा बोलेंगे, कोई गलत बात नहीं बोलेंगे. क्रिकेटिंग लॉजिक में
जब
बोलेंगे.
अच्छा करेंगे तब भी बोलेंगे. अच्छा बोलेंगे, कोई एजेंडा नहीं है, कोई एजेंडा नहीं है.
और आप लोगों को लगता है एजेंडा तो खुश हो जाओ.
हमारे कोई एजेंडा नहीं है, फर्क नहीं पड़ता. कोई जो आप लोग बोलते हो ना पीआर, सागर विल वाउच, इनके पास जाके पैसा मांगूंगा, बहुत पैसा है इनके पास, पीआर नहीं करना है, छोड़ो. So
प्यार करेंगे, प्यार नहीं करेंगे.
शुभमन गिल, अरे पीआर what, nobody can afford us here, leave it. But Gautam, today's team combination was wrong.
I think the entire tour. I think Gautam has got the entire tour wrong, not just today's team combination. The entire tour has gone wrong.
Okay. You need to take a step back and see the team combination because Kuldeep Yadav cannot warm that bench. That guy is getting
India,
wasted.
at times, Indian management gets carried away in the name of experimentation. Experimentation does not mean change all the 5 seats,
Yeah.
no?
And if you're experimenting, then give that guy Kuldeep a game. You've given everyone a game in the tour. You're not giving him a game.
Exactly.
It's just not that.
Someone saying special London City vlog, folks. We are going to Glasgow tomorrow, so we'll get a Glasgow vlog rather than a London.
Now we will
vlog.
put Rohan is coming. He's the new chap, the fresh legs, as we say. We will put him on chat.
Somebody saying Abhishek Churel case registered. I have no idea what you're talking about. The case. I don't know about the case, so I will not comment. And it's a very sensitive issue, so I will not say a word on it without knowing details. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
There's a rape issue there, etc. Lots going on. Could be arrested. Again, as I said, I don't know it. So without knowing details,
Yeah,
you
it
cannot
won't be
talk
correct
about
to talk
a sensitive matter like this. No. Sagar, you can take this. Kuldeep Yadav should have made the difference. A lot of questions on today.
100%. He would have made the difference. Look at the way England spinners have bowled. I mean, Bithel was the game changer. I mean, look at the way.
Last 3 overs,
Yes.
somebody saying, who's this? Ashpreet Singh, last 3 overs, India considered 62 runs.
Yeah, obviously, like
Yeah,
I
he
said,
said, yeah.
we lost the game in the last 3 overs of the England innings. Had we got them to 355, 360, we would have won the game today.
Yeah.
We would have hands down won the game. It would have been one of the best chases.
Yeah.
And I mean, we all would have been so happy here in Lodge before the FIFA World Cup final looking at India win. I mean, any which ways. I think I'm satisfied that my two legends, Kohli and Virat, our two legends, Kohli and Virat, have done really well. And we need to build a team around them.
Yeah.
So, खत्म करते हैं?
हाँ, चलिए, because show भी record करना है, packing भी करना है, Glasgow भी जाना है.
and Sagar को football भी देखना है.
Yes.
So इनको ये जाके football देखेंगे, we'll join him.
But,
Yes, yes,
but
absolutely.
did you see that? Two, three people were going from behind. They saw him and they asked me, "Wow,
A lot of people inside the stadium asked me
There you go.
while I was entering, is Vamomo available inside? I said, Abhi nahi, very, very soon. But you know what? Our frozen momos are here in London in the package format. Whole of Southwall has it. Our kappa noodles are here, and very soon we will open Vamomo stores here, but it'll take time. I mean, the first goal is to get to Sri Lanka, which we're entering this year, then the UAE, then the United States of America, and then
I'm
UK.
so glad to
But
hear
we'll
they're
happen.
going to Sri Lanka.
So you can.
Yes,
Yeah,
And
yes.
by the way,
European Champions
you know where they are? They are at Golf Face, that mall.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God!
yeah.
So, we
So-
will be staying somewhere near
You
only
will be
because
staying there, so
So
you can
Vamomo
go
will
to
be the
their store.
official refreshment partner in
Done.
that tour.
Done.
Chalo.
जो publicly बोल दिया
100%.
वो तो आपने.
हाँ,
By
वो
the
तो
way,
हमारे घर के
by
ही
the
है।
way, मुरली मुझे मैसेज करता है. सागर क्या हर शो में आप?
You know, I got back this from the Lords. I take back this nice memorabilia that they
Oh,
have. The Lords
beautiful.
wall. Superb hai.
Beautiful.
I take it for myself, I take it for my friends' kids, I take it for my nephew. I mean, kuch to le jaye.
Yeah, of course, of course. In fact, our David has also taken. So Snehashish has taken this
Lovely.
for himself, for his friend.
आप निकलो. I'll be in touch.
yeah,
मैं
yeah, done,
फोन
done. See
करता
you,
हूँ
see you.
after I
All the
finish
best.
the
See you,
show.
God
thank
bless.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call me.
Bye.
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 Okay, so there goes Sagar. Again, avid sports fan, and Trisha and I will now close the show. Well done. Disappointing tour.
Yeah.
Disappointing tour. On that note, you know,
I think
when
the only
back-
light was that Rohit Sharma 100 Lord's Test.
Lord's Test, of course, but I'm talking about the men.
Yeah,
Lord's Test, 100%.
only that Rohit
Lord's Test
Sharma
and
100
Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli
and I
batting.
think Virat Kohli is batting
Also
to an
Shubman
extent.
Gill's batting.
Shubman
But
Gill's batting,
everything
yeah.
else over the last 1.5 months in Indian cricket, Women's World Cup
has raised more questions than answers.
100%. So without Bumrah, your bowling is in shambles.
Yeah.
You don't know whether you will, because there is no clarity
Yeah.
about Kuldeep Yadav.
Yeah.
You don't know whether your fast bowlers can stand up to pressure.
Yeah.
You don't know whether you need to go back to your senior pros like a Shami. You have to get a Siraj back. You actually don't know if your all-rounders can stand up.
Yeah.
So men's cricket, when you take this whole, it is in a like you said, many more questions than answers. When you take the women's game,
yeah.
how is it that Harman keeps her job in the T20 format? Why will Smriti not get that job?
Yeah.
Why will someone else not get that job? What was the hurry to go with the team within one day for the Asian Games? So again, how is it that we accept a T20 World Cup ouster in the group stage and we think, okay, two back-to-back ones, and we are okay with it, and we don't change the skipper? So the Lord's
The
Test
skipper
match is
and
a
the
different
coach, I
format.
would actually say both
Look,
because
the Test match is a different format.
Yeah.
How can you go with a Test match win and say this is going to redeem the World Cup loss?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So Indian cricket in the last 2 months has actually left us with many more questions. And as avid followers, supporters, analysts of the game, one has to say correctives need to be in place. Ultimately, except that Lord's match, and like you said, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill, we are going back losers.
correct.
The board is actually negative rather than positive. And as avid supporters of Indian cricket, it pains us.
Absolutely, it does, and it has been so much of this should have happened, that should have happened, and as I said, it gives me deja vu that both the teams are making similar mistake, combination wrong. Somebody has to sit down somewhere and take hard calls right away because this is slipping out. And every year you have a World Cup, every year you have a Champions Trophy. This needs to change, and we need to do much better.
खत्म करता हूँ ये बोलकर, जिम्बाब्वे में 3 मैच जीतने से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. So don't start jumping again.
एशियन गेम्स जीतने से विमेन को भी कोई
कोई
फर्क
फर्क नहीं
नहीं
पड़ेगा
पड़ना.
कि 30 ball 100 from Vaibhav Suryavanshi,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Yeah.
So we now know that in challenging conditions, things have to get done. We know where we stand. England are ranked number 8 in the one-day rankings, number 8, and they've beaten you in a series.
Where
They've
you were
scored-
1-0 up.
You were 1-0 up. They've scored 400 runs against you.
Yeah.
So, the correctives need to be in place. Thanks for watching. Watch tomorrow our entire series review, multiple shows coming your way, and then the two of us and Rohan joins
Then
us.
we'll forget cricket.
We will then focus on the Commonwealth Games from Glasgow. Coverage continues, multi-sport coverage continues, and the best coverage continues. I don't think, without sounding pompous, with humility, I don't think anyone will be able to match us in Glasgow when the three of us go there and do all the shows. So keep watching.
And don't
Follow
forget,
Malta
we'll bring the women 100 as well. Thank you.
Done?